Keegan Smith here from CoachKeegan.com. Today I'm talking with Tyler LeBaron. He's an expert in molecular hydrogen. It's something that I've been learning a lot about lately. And I thought, why not look for the world leader in molecular hydrogen, someone who understands the topic deeply, to help explain it, to understand it better myself, and also to help you guys get a bit of an idea about molecular hydrogen and what it might be able to do for you. So Tyler's background, a little bit about him, is in biochemistry. He's currently a university professor of physiology at BYU, Idaho. So he's obviously spent a lot of time thinking about science and thinking about how cells work and chemistry and all that stuff that underpins what we're going to talk about today. He's been researching hydrogen since 2009, and I'm going to let Tyler tell us a little bit about his story with relation to that. But firstly, his website is molecularhydrogeninstitute.com. If you go to molecularhydrogeninstitute.com, you can learn tons more about what we're talking about today. So welcome, Tyler, and can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your history with hydrogen?
Yeah, certainly, and thank you for the introduction. It's great to be here. Yeah, I got, like you said, involved with molecular hydrogen back in 2009 when I was first introduced to water ionizers. And as I went through trying to understand the claims and whatnot, I started reading the research articles. And in the research articles, I found that molecular hydrogen was coming up over and over and over again. And so that's when I realized that the benefits were about molecular hydrogen. And so as I continued to study this, I actually did a number of different research projects myself and presented them at a couple of different research conferences. And as you know, I also went to Japan to the Nagoya University, where I studied the molecular mechanisms of hydrogen gas. And that was a good experience. And so now I'm just trying to learn more myself and trying to educate people about the benefits of hydrogen. It's a very exciting area.
Yeah, cool. So what's been your motivation to study so deep into a subject that not many people have really looked too far into, at least in Western science?
You know, maybe that alone is part of my motivation, is that a lot of people don't know about it and aren't necessarily interested because it's such a new area. And I really think it's awesome that a molecule so simple, so small, in fact the smallest molecule, lightest element, can have such an enormous impact on health. And I think that's just marvelous.
Yeah, 100%. It does sound too good to be true when you're learning a bit about it, and it seems like such a big thing not to be much more mainstream. But I guess that's what we're here for today, to sort of educate people and give them a bit more of a background to make informed decisions about what they do to look after their health. And that's what it's really all about with my approach and with Coach Keegan. It's really empowering other people to be able to make the right decisions about what they need to do to improve their own health and performance. So awesome to have you here to be able to share a bit about that. Can you tell us a little bit about the history of hydrogen, molecular hydrogen, and sort of what we've thought about it in the past?
Yeah, certainly. Hydrogen, discovered, a couple of centuries ago, and actually the first documented excerpt, if you will, of somebody suggesting that hydrogen has therapeutic effects was back in 1798. And that was just, a couple decades or so after hydrogen was given its name. And then let's see, it'd be 1975 was the next article that showed hydrogen has therapeutic effects. And that was actually done by the departments of biology and chemistry from Baylor University and Texas A&M. And they published an article in Science, and it's really neat. Hydrogen was clear back then, was shown to have some therapeutic effects, but the scientific community, for one reason or the other, didn't take a strong interest in it. But really, in 2007, that's when the research has started growing exponentially, and we have lots of different universities around the world and here in the United States, like from Loma Linda University, Pennsylvania, and some other places that are studying the therapeutic effects of molecular hydrogen. And the reason why 2007 was such a big deal was because that's when there was an article published in the Journal of Nature Medicine, which is, like Science, a very top, highly respected peer-reviewed journal. And so got a lot of scientists and more people are going mainstream with this. And I think it's important to realize that one of the reasons why hydrogen is not considered mainstream per se is generally the market or the public is about 10 years behind the science. And so, 2007 is a fairly recent thing for the market. And so, 2017, I think we'll see molecular hydrogen all over the place. And it's getting to be like that in places like Japan.
Yeah, it's really interesting to think that this could be quite a common and accepted sort of thing to support health and, even facilitate high quality training in Japan and be like completely unheard of in most athletic circles. At least it's just starting maybe to get some attention amongst like antioxidant experts and the people who are researching this stuff. It's still got a while, I guess, to trickle down to sort of when the point where athletes and gym goers and people who are dealing with common health complaints can sort of maybe see some of the benefits